What's up, how's it going? It's Reels here, and we're back with another video of Create Arcane Engineering. And today we're going to be transforming this large water wheel setup I got going here into an actual automated system. It won't be quite fully automated, but it'll be a lot better than what we have currently. Right now we're running everything off the hand crank, and all this clutter in here will be taken out by the end of this episode, hopefully. Okay, so the way I see this working, to at least get it up to our building here, is we're gonna have to dig out a line through here and go from underneath up into the bottom. I know obviously we still have this giant crater of a hole from the TNT trap that we ran into in the first episode. One day we'll fix that. Today's not the day. Okay, I was able to stop the water by putting some of this silt on top of the shaft here, so it'll stop the water. There's still more water over here. It's just so much, I don't know, it's like a swamp. I mean, kind of makes sense. It looks like a swampy area along the edges of the river, but still is a real pain. Okay, and we did just run out of shafts, so we're gonna have to make some more and keep going along this. I'm really starting to contemplate whether we should put the machines in here, if we should make a separate kind of outhouse, because this is going to take a bit of material just to make the shaft go all the way over here. We could turn this area down here into our factory kind of area for the meantime, since it is kind of blown out, and it does have a cool aesthetic to it with all this stuff still intact. Oh, what the heck is that thing? Out of nowhere. But yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do, is turn this area into our factory. Okay, with that being said, what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a flat platform in here, even though it's just out of cobblestone for now. Better than nothing. This is so depressing. My biggest source of andesite right now is underneath my base. This entire thing is just andesite. I have no other known area. I know obviously I can go find caves and whatnot, but I've had so much trouble finding andesite or diorite, but my biggest source is underneath of me. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and mine the mineral trees, so that way we can make some andesite alloy and make some more shafts, so we can at least get it to this area over here. And then we'll go ahead and see how we can make some more clutches, because clutches and gearboxes are going to be the best things for automating all the stuff inside. One of the biggest things I want to work towards is, I know you can make like an automated diamond making factory machine thing that takes wood and compresses it into charcoal and then coal and then gold blocks and then diamonds. I really want to work towards that. That would be super helpful for like the rest of the mods that we have in this mod pack, but that'll be a bit later on, but that'd be really cool to get set up. Okay, well, we're able to make 16 shafts with just 2 mineral chunks, so we're gonna go ahead and connect those to this, and we're gonna go ahead and break this down and get through the other side. Okay, so just to save us some resources, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the gearbox directly right there, and then we're going to put it down and put our machines basically right here. It won't be too far off from the stairs. This place is pretty ugly looking still. This is one cool thing that I meant by with the clutch, we can go ahead and make it so we can, well, it's not fully automated, but it's semi-automated. To the point where if we hook up the mechanical press or anything like that, all we have to do is flick the lever on and it does it for us, versus us pushing a hand crank the entire time. Okay, so right now I think our biggest plus is going to be this cogwheel, because what we can do is we can either, let's go ahead and do this. We'll take the clutch off, we can put the cogwheel on that, we can just put another, oh, that's not quite what I meant to do. We can put another cogwheel, not like that. Not want to work with me today. that. And so now if we connect, like, if we did this, we connect a clutch there and a clutch there, they'll move opposite directions, which is funky. But then we can go ahead and take the lever. We can switch one off or one on, and that way we can have multiple machines, and all we have to do is flick them on, flick them off, whatever. Super easy. All we need is more clutches. We only had 2. Not sure what they take to make. I haven't had to make one yet. Nothing too hard. One thing we don't have, I don't think, is redstone. We haven't really done any actual consistent mining. We've done some, but not a ton. I haven't done any off camera either. One place I think we could have some is maybe... No, not in there. So that might be something we have to... Oh, we have one. We can use it to make a 3rd clutch. It's not a big deal. Or we can just break the machines as we use them, and then... Now as for the mixer obviously gets put right next to the cogwheel. So that's another thing. If I want to do the mixer the same way, like with the clutch, we'd have to do a cogwheel on the bottom here. And then put it right there. And put the basin just underneath of it. And then we have the mixer and it works. Obviously there's nothing in it, so it's not going to do anything, but that's the one way to do that. Go ahead and make another lever so that way we have the 2 turned off. So it is kind of neat. It's not fast by any means, it doesn't look like, but actually I'll go ahead and test how fast it is by getting the mechanical press, making a iron sheet. Okay, let's go ahead and hook our mechanical press up here. Actually, I don't know how this is gonna work. Ooh, so we have to do it from the side. I don't like that. Oh. Okay, so we're gonna have to do it from the side, which is a little different. And the vertical gearbox already has a side one. I mean, we could just go out and then build a platform for it and have these ones here. We could do that, or we could build another vertical gearbox. Let me see if we have another gearbox in one of our chests first. Okay, we did happen to have another gearbox. We'll put it in the crafting vertical gearbox. And then what I'm gonna go ahead and do, probably go ahead and do more cogs. These water wheels are gonna be our main source of power for a bit. It's so slow. It works, but it's so slow. Okay, so in this instance, I'm going to refer to the quest book and see what else we need to do. Oh, a block of crystallized mineral, I'll take it. Okay, so it looks like the quest book literally says we have to get through this first chapter and really start automating things. My best guess is we'll just have to connect a bunch of water wheels together. Okay, so I may change my method of approach here. I don't know, I might get rid of these and go with small water wheels, or I'll separate it with a clutch in the case scenario that we need these eventually. But I'm gonna put some small water wheels down here where the water run off, and then hopefully we can get it to run faster that way. Okay, so we got the 2 small water wheels. So technically speaking, this should push those. Not necessarily running faster. Might add another water wheel to it. Okay, so this is kind of what we got going on here. Kind of flows down. It looks like it's actually... Wish I could see how many like RPMs it's doing. Looks like it's going about the same speed. You might not be able to go faster than that. I don't know. I do not know, but I'm not going to spend too much more time on trying to make it do anything faster like that. I guess it's more about the kinetic stress versus the speed, but if anything, we have it set up to where if we need more, we got more. Okay, so as far as the next quest we have to do, I believe we just need to get this lava bucket. It'll give us, or we'll take cobblestone, gravel, andesite, and then we'll go down the andesite alloy. We'll have to make one of these. After that, we'll have this kind of quest tree done, except for this side over here, but yeah, we just need a lava bucket. Which we do have a bucket, so that'll help, but now I gotta find some lava, which I don't 100% remember where I could find lava, but let's go take a look. Okay, so I did find some lava. It's kind of pouring from above over there. Just kind of found this little mine. It's relatively close to the base, so it's not too bad, but it doesn't, I mean, besides that lava, it really doesn't have anything else we need. I don't see any andesite, or it looks like I've been here before anyway. Okay, unfortunately I fell and landed on a stalagmite or dripstone and died, but that's fine. We made our way down here by jumping in that water. All we need is that one lava source, but I might take a look around and see if I can find anything we need. One thing I really want to get to doing is building an ME system that would benefit us, I mean, drastically. So maybe I'll find some stuff I can take with me. Okay, I take everything back. The crafting for the ME stuff is absolutely insane, because you have to make these, and these you need to use the create mod to even make, which, I mean, makes sense. The entire mod pack is based on the create mod, so understandable. Okay, I crafted a iron pickaxe so I can get this zinc finally, because we've been kind of skipping that quest for a bit. Been skipping any sort of mining for a bit. Not that I don't like mining, it's just tedious when I'm trying to progress through the mod itself, which I think can be pretty understandable. Not to mention the create mod really doesn't call for too much ore initially. I mean, obviously eventually it does, but at the beginning it really doesn't call for too much, which is kind of nice. Okay, I got the lava bucket. So now for that quest, done. Now we just need one cobblestone. Literally just break that. We need andesite and gravel. Gravel isn't hard. I can literally just turn around. Got that. Andesite is the one. I'll just go back to the base and break my floor some more, honestly. Or I wonder if I can just... No, that's no fun. Oh no, I did get it. Alright, cool. We got andesite, we got the toolkit free. Now we just need to make andesite alloy, which we can do when we get back to the base. Okay, we made it back to the base. I'm gonna go ahead and drop some of this stuff off. It's a lot of random stuff we really don't need. One thing we are gonna need here in a second is some mineral. But actually, this millstone can crush andesite, can it? I have not tried that yet. Let's do that first, actually. Okay, yep, it can crush andesite. It's kind of neat. How much can it take, though? Okay, so don't use the millstone to burn andesite, because it'll just create cobblestone, which is just not worth. Actually, I'll throw 2 cobblestone in there. We'll see what it makes. Okay, cobblestone makes gravel. Gravel makes sand. Sand makes nothing. Alright, that quest is done. We get 16 free andesite alloy. We make kinetic mechanism. Okay, so to make a kinetic mechanism, we need these machines right here, deployers, pretty sure. Okay, I'm a little dumb. I've been trying to research how I'm supposed to make a deployer, because to get brass, you have to do this. Yeah, so to get brass, you have to have this set up, and you need a blaze burner, and, well, everything in that crafting recipe isn't bad, except for this runic tablet, which takes radiant mechanism, and this deal. It's super weird. And then, yeah, there's this whole... It's just a lot, but okay, anyway. So before we actually make any sort of brass, we have to go through Tinker's Construct, as this quest line goes through here. So the smeltery from Tinker's Construct allows for easy alloying of molten metals. Using it temporarily avoids having to make a blaze burner. So that's what we needed to do. In which case, to make the Tinker's Construct smeltery, I need to get clay, sand, and gravel and make grout. So this is going to be lots of fun. But once we get that set up, we'll be able to make brass and continue with the create mod a little more in depth. I was going to say, I don't think I've even seen one desert in this map so far. And I haven't. Not a single desert anywhere. Fantastic. We're slowly running out of food. We're going to have that problem here soon, unfortunately. Okay, got a bit of gravel and a bit of sand. Now I just need to find some clay, which with this river it is pretty difficult. It's mostly dirt and the silt stuff, so it's a little rough trying to find clay in this river, but hopefully we find some and makes it easy on us. Oh, that is not what I meant to do. I accidentally clicked the engineer's toolbox while it was just in my hand. Oh, we do have a brass hand. I didn't even see that before. Would be good to use that, considering we technically only need one deployer, but okay, after a solid bit of tinkering and crafting and using a lot of andesite alloy, I made another andesite machine here. Go ahead and use the one brass hand we got from the engineering toolkit, and there we go. We have a deployer now. The deployer should allow us to make kinetic mechanisms using these mineral slabs and andesite alloy as well. Hopefully we only need one deployer. We don't have to use two more. This will at least get us somewhere with this without having to go and make brass right away. The only reason I'm going... Okay, I did something. Finally. So it's incomplete kinetic mechanism, but now we have to use the saw. So you gotta take that out of that hand. And the saw goes in the hand, and then we use that. Yippee, we did it. That was such a pain. Things were not working. For some reason, it just was not working the way I thought it was supposed to. But we got it now. Finally. I don't know, that was unbelievably frustrating trying to figure out why it wasn't working quite right. But we finished it. So now we get 32 kinetic mechanisms, 8 casings, and 2 toolkits. Nice, that'll definitely boost us quite a bit. So I believe in progression wise, chapter 1 is done. We get, oh, we have to make 64 kinetic mechanisms and an andesite machine. So that's, the andesite machine's easy because what we just got. The rest of this, I gotta do some inventory stuff, so I'll probably be right back. I'm gonna go ahead and open up our engineer's toolkits here. Oh, it gave us diorite and andesite. That is nice. We finally got some stuff that's actually worth. And we did get kinetic mechanisms from that. Cool. Alright, now we got the second one. It didn't feel like it gave me as much, but it did give me andesite funnel. 2 of them. That's nice. And a bunch of crystallized mineral chunks, bunch of diorite, bunch of andesite. That's way better than before. Before we weren't getting anything like that. That'll definitely boost us quite a bit. Ooh, so I'm trying to look into ways we can make a crusher or a crushing wheel And we have to make mechanical crafters, which I'm guessing you put them in this shape and then you put the stuff in there like that. Looks very interesting. Oh, brass machine, precision mechanisms. Oh, it's a whole lot of stuff. That's what it looks like. A whole lot of crafting and whatnot. That looks a lot later game than what we're looking at the moment, unfortunately. Otherwise, I'd go ahead and do it. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to tidy up our little area over here, make it look nice, and then end the video after that. Okay, I suppose I'm going to end the episode off here. We basically completed chapter 1 of the quest book. I'll probably finish it off camera just because that way it's done. We can get to the next chapter and hopefully continue. I do want to build some sort of automation for the kinetic mechanisms for sure, but until I get diamonds, it's going to be a little rough because we need to get to the nether. That would be something big that we need to do soon, but obviously I need to go mining. I need to go do some of the tedious stuff in this game. So we will hopefully make more progress in the next video and actually get somewhere with automation versus what we got to today. I mean, this is set up now in a good way that we can craft stuff and not have to worry about it. I'll leave that skeleton alone. So annoying. But anyway, we did pretty decent with today's episode and making progress. So if you enjoyed it, leave a like, subscribe for more of this content, and make sure to leave a comment, any suggestions, maybe something I did wrong that you might know more about in this episode. But yeah, peace.